video shows a savage attack.
I punched him twice because he didn't get knocked out. I thought he would.
That's when your jaw was broken.
Yes.
But he didn't see the whole picture.
I defended myself.
He put his hand out to shake your hand. Didn't you see that?
No.
Well, let's watch it again.
Bobby Allen is suing fellow MMA fighter Travis Coyle for breaking his jaw when he punched him during an altercation at a bar.
Order. All rise. Now it's case number 405 on the calendar in the matter of Allen versus Coyle.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Ladies, have a seat, please.
Mr. Allen, you and Mr. Coyle are both involved with mixed martial arts.
Yes, ma'am.
And some 3 years ago, the two of you got into an altercation. You were severely injured. You had a broken jaw.
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
right? And I read your complaint and I read his answers. So let me see if I can reconstruct that day. On what day and date did that take place?
It would have been the 28th of October 2017. I went to the hospital the 29th.
Okay. And at that time, there was a fight that night, an organized fight, and he was working with that fighter.
Yes, the promoter, I believe, the main promoter for our area.
But he was there working there, and you were a spectator.
Yes.
At some point in the evening, but did you know the fighter that he was working with?
Yes, it would have been, yes.
And at some point before the fight, you went to the back area where the fighters were being held, and the defendant was there.
Yes.
And at that time, the two of you had words.
Yes, ma'am.
Fair statement?
Yes, you are.
And the words, just the words, became aggressive.
Yes.
I'd like you to tell me, to the best of your information and recollection, because this is 3 years ago, what you said to him, because you went to his area, what you said to him and what he said to you.
Basically what was
Not
said,
basically.
What was said to me by him was he had thought that we had...
Don't tell... No. I don't want you to tell me what he thought.
Okay.
I want you to say...
He stated...
You went back to his area.
Yes.
Who spoke first?
He did.
What did he say?
He stated that we used to fight together in the same training facility. I told him we did not.
Okay. So he said to you, we used to fight in the same training facility. You said, no, we didn't.
Correct.
And then?
He said, you remember I used to throw you around like a rag doll.
So he said he used to throw you around so he was a better fighter.
Correct.
And you said?
No, I don't remember that. I had my training partner that was there.
No, don't tell me what was going on in your mind. Tell me what you said to him. You said, no, it's not.
I told him that, no, he did not, and if he wanted to set up a fight between us, he could.
Okay, so you said, if you want to fight me, you can.
Yes, ma'am.
And then what did he say to you?
I do not remember.
Did you leave?
I did.
So after those words, which were unpleasant words, you left. Did you watch the fight?
I did.
And after the fight was over, where did you go?
We went to...
Who's we?
Me, my wife, and a few friends. We went to where they're holding the after party for the event.
So you were going to an after party. What were you doing at the after party? Just because you're involved in that business?
We were playing pool. It's basically a place where the fighters could all...
Don't use basically.
It was a place where all the fighters
You were going there for an after party.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see the defendant at the after party?
I did.
Where was he and where were you?
I was by the pool tables. He was by the first bar, probably 30 feet away from each other, I'd say.
And then what happened?
Me and the people that we were with, we decided to leave. We wanted to go somewhere else. I seen he had just come in. I wanted...
Just a second. He had just come in, so you were already in the bar.
Yes, ma'am.
So I didn't understand when you said he was 30 feet away in the bar. He had just come in and sat down at the bar.
Stood up at the bar, yes.
Stood up at the bar. You were playing pool.
Yes, ma'am.
You decided to leave.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, did you walk out the door?
I did walk out one door and came in another, because there's a lot of people there.
I don't understand that. You and your wife and some friends decided to leave.
Right.
You had just seen him come in and he's standing at the bar.
Right.
Did you go up to him at the bar?
I did.
Okay, that's where I'm going. So when you went up to him at the bar, did you leave your wife and friends to go up with him to him at the bar?
Yes, my wife was paying the tab. Sorry.
You went up to him at the bar. So this is the second time you went to where he was.
First time.
No, second time. The first time was at the fight. The second time was now.
Yes.
So after you had these unpleasant words at the fight, I can throw you around like a rag doll, you want to fight me, we can set up a fight. Then you're at the pool, everything is okay. You're getting ready to leave. You see him at the bar, you walk up to him at the bar. Now tell me what happened at the bar.
Walked up to him, extended my hand, let him know that,
No, not let him know.
told him, let me know when you set up that fight.
So you extended your hand to him
Yes, ma'am.
and said, let me know when you set up that fight.
Yes, ma'am.
And then what happened?
I got hit twice.
Then he hit you.
Yes.
And when you were hit, that's when your jaw was broken.
Yes.
Let us leave for a moment the fight, the organized fight, when he came in the back and spoke to you. We're finished with that. Now you're going to the bar.
Okay, Your Honor. I go into the bar. I immediately notice Bobby throw his arms up at me from the back of the bar by the pool tables. I consciously avoided him. I went to...
Just a second. Threw his hands up like this.
Like, what's up?
Like, what's up? Okay. So he threw his hands up. What's up?
Yeah.
He went over to the bar.
Yeah, so I walk over to the bar, the other bar, to avoid him, get a drink, and this is probably about 12, maybe, midnight, by the time we got done at the promotion and got there. Well, before closing was after that when he came up to me in the hall. I think you guys might have a video.
Just a second. He came up to you in what hall?
Well, he walked in the hall to the bar, to the front bar. I was at the bar talking to a friend, also on my phone. Well, when he walked up to me. I'm on my phone, and he's looking down at my phone like this. And he says, when we gonna fight? And that's when I looked up for a second, and I let that go. And he said, or should I just shoot you?
Oh my God.
And that's when I punched him.
No.
So let's do this. You're looking at your phone.
Mm-hmm.
When are we going to fight, or should I just shoot you?
Yes.
And then you took around.
I punched him to try to knock him out. Yes.
You punched him.
Yes.
And you punched him after he said, when are we going to fight?
No, I punched him after he said, should I just shoot you?
Okay. And nothing else happened.
Well, I punched him twice because he didn't get knocked out. I thought he would. So then, I thought if he had a gun in his hand or his coat, then I didn't want to get shot. So then there was people in between us, and I was telling him, I was like, get him out of here, get him out of here.
Mr. Coyle, I asked you the question 3 times.
Yes.
You told me what happened 3 times. He told me what happened. You told me what happened. But I let you ask 3 times. You're a mixed martial arts guy, so you're a tough guy. Not easily intimidated. Somebody really disrespected you, that would bother you. I mean, it would bother Bert, it would bother my husband. Bother a lot of people who think of themselves as macho guys. Right? Let me read what you wrote in your answer.
Mm-hmm.
What impressed me, what you left out in everything that you told me, and I asked you the story 3 times. He said, Bobby entered the bar and walked straight towards me. You can see this in the security footage. He came up behind me, reached towards me, and spit in my face as he threatened me. Now I asked you 3 times. What happened? Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, one of the producers here, clearly helps you memorialize what happened that night. They don't have that imagination. You see, so you told that to somebody.
When he said...
Just a second. You told that to somebody. When I asked you what happened 3 times, because that would have been a very traumatic event. And if somebody came up behind me and spit at me, that would have been provocation to turn around and punch him.
When you talk about spitting, and when I'm talking about spit in the face, doesn't mean he walked up and spit in my face. It means spit is in my face. So I think that's a little bit...
It said, you signed it. I'm reading it to you exactly the way you signed it. You do read, I'm sure. And you said, as you can see, he came up behind me, reached towards me, and spit in my face as he threatened me, saying we should fight or he should shoot me. And you decided not to press charges on each other. I could have charged him because he assaulted me first. Well, he didn't assault you unless he spit at you. Threatening you is not assaulting you. Spitting is assaulting or an attempted assault, depending upon whether or not you're sick. Mm-hmm. If you're sick and you spit at somebody, that's an assault. So I'm not buying your story. Anybody have video?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to take a look at it. The police declined to prosecute this. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
How long was your mouth wired shut?
7 weeks.
How much money did Mr. Coyle give you towards your medical expenses?
He gave me $37.8607.
Okay, Bert.
He's going to shake his hand.
Anything else you want to say?
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
He put his hand out to shake your hand. Didn't you see that?
No.
Well, let's watch it again. Do you see his hand?
I think when he pulled his hand out after he threatened to shoot me is why I probably punched him. As soon as his hand comes out, that's when I'm hitting him already.
And later today,
58 doesn't go into 39.
I understand.
He lied about his
I just want-
age on the dating website.
Just a second. He may have lied about his age on the dating website, but you have eyes.
Bobby Allen says fellow MMA fighter Travis Coyle sucker punched him, breaking his jaw.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
I defended myself. I have a right to
Play it
defend
again.
myself.
Thank you.
When he walks in, he takes it out.
I have eyes. Play it again. And I'll tell you when to stop it. He put his hand out, sir, to shake your hand. Didn't you see that?
No.
Well, let's watch it again. Just watch his hands when he comes up to you. That he put out his hand to shake your hand.
His hand's in his pocket.
No,
Okay,
there it is.
goes.
See his
There
hand?
he pulls it
You
out.
see his hand? Do you see his hand?
I think when he pulled his hand out after he threatened to shoot me is why I probably punched him.
You mean there's nothing in his hand? He's
I
shaking
don't-
his hand. Please go a
As
little
soon
bit.
as his hand comes out, that's when I'm hitting him already, right there. As soon as his hand comes out of his pocket, that's when I'm hitting him.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000.
Thank
We're
you.
finished.
Thank you very much, Judge Judy.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Somebody threatens you, you have the right to defend yourself.
I never spit in his face, and I never threatened him with a gun.
I feel threatened that someone's going to assault me. I'm going to defend myself. I will do it anytime and every time.
Still am today, ready to fight him if you want to set that up.
I don't look for fights, so I'll defend myself, though.
I can take a punch.
This was one of those Judge Judy cases where the video mattered more than all the macho talk. The plaintiff, Bobby Allen, came across as aggressive earlier in the night. No question about that. He had already confronted Travis once and then later chose to walk up to him again at the bar. That was a bad decision. But even with that, the key issue was what actually happened in the final moment before the punch. The defendant, Travis Coyle, tried to frame this as self-defense. He said Bobby threatened to shoot him, and he even suggested Bobby spit in his face. But Judge Judy clearly noticed a major problem. His story kept changing, and the video did not support the version he was selling. Once the footage showed Bobby extending his hand, Travis lost a lot of credibility. At that point, the punch looked far less like protection and far more like overreaction. Judge Judy was sharp here. She did not excuse Bobby's earlier behavior, but she also refused to let Travis hide behind a weak self-defense argument when the evidence did not back him up. That is why the ruling made sense. Personally, I agree with Judge Judy. Bobby was not innocent in the overall conflict, but Travis crossed the line when he responded with enough force to break his jaw and then could not convincingly prove he had to do it. The video really hurt him, and rightly so. What do you think? Did Judge Judy get it exactly right, or do you think Travis had a stronger self-defense claim than the court gave him?
And now, the next case.
All parties in the matter of Plachette versus Page. Step forward.
Timothy Plachette is suing his former date, Jamie Page, for an unpaid loan for $5,000.
Mr. Plachette, how old are you?
58.
And Miss Page, you?
39.
Who contacted whom on the internet when you met?
I believe you contacted me several times.
I think that's correct. Yeah, it was a dating website.
And you did, in fact, meet once?
We sent emails and a few phone calls over a month and a half, and then we had a date, yes.
And that date was nice. You liked her? right?
Definitely, yes.
But it never really went further than that one date.
Well, no, we went on a second date, and this loan happened.
Shh.
Oh,
I didn't get to alone. I said you went.
Sorry.
You went on a second date.
We did.
When did you go on the first date?
We went to a restaurant near my place in Pleasanton.
On what date? Give me a month and year.
Well, it was the end of May.
Of last year.
2019, correct.
And when did you go on the second date?
I think it was about a week later.
Is that about right?
No, we didn't have a second date.
So when did you call him and tell him that you were having some financial issues?
It was sometime in June.
And you had not had a second date?
We had a lot of communication, but we have not gone out again.
Texting?
Phone conversations.
Sending phone calls. And tell me, what do you have? You have children?
I do, yes. I have
many?
2 boys.
How old are they?
17. Well, now they're 17 and 16. 15. 17 and 15.
And who do you live with?
Myself. And my children.
And you were having financial issues, according to what I read here, because you said your mother is ill, and you were trying to pay some of her bills.
Yes.
And you had your own bills to pay.
Yes.
So this person that you met on a dating site, with whom you had one date, never intimate, and talked to on the phone, you called up and asked for money.
No.
Well, tell me how it came about that he wrote you a check, because he did write you a check. You have the check.
Correct. He wrote me a check. So I never asked him for money. We were going on a date, talking.
No, you went on. No. You went on a date.
Yes, we went
on
a
date.
date. Mm-hmm.
And then you're talking.
Yes,
you're not wasting your time going on a second date.
Well, no, I'm very busy. Like, I work 2 jobs.
You're very busy, so
we were still communicating and talking and making plans to do things. It's just I work till really late, until 7:15, sometimes 8:30. I'm gonna have to get home to my kids, so we didn't go on a second date or
I'm
get
just
together.
asking you. You went out with somebody once, and you communicated with them, and you took money from them. How much money did you take from him?
He gave me $5,000.
How much money? He gave you $5,000. And did you think he gave you $5,000 because what? Because he thought that you were never going to see him again? Or because he thought that maybe there was something? He clearly liked you, because if a guy doesn't like you, he doesn't call again, he doesn't communicate again. 58 doesn't go into 39.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
If you need money, take out a loan. There are lots of things that you can do other than to lead on a guy and take $5,000 from them. Lots of things somebody with character could do.
Timothy Plachette says he loaned $5,000 to Jamie Page after going on their first date.
Okay. 58 doesn't go into 39.
I understand.
He lied about his age on the dating website.
Just a second. He may have lied about his age on the dating website, but you have eyes.
Oh, yes.
And you did go out with him.
We did.
And so I'm curious as to why. There are lots of things you could do. You work 2 jobs. If you need money, take out a loan.
Yes. So
there are lots of things that you can do other than to lead on a guy and take $5,000 from them. Lots of things somebody with character could do.
Well, that's not how it went.
Well, you want to tell me how it went? That's how it's been going for as long as I've been a judge.
Yes.
That's how it's been going.
So I was talking to him about...
And I would be the same thing if you were a guy standing there and took money from a girl.
I was talking to him about the possibility of getting a loan. Not from him, but he was giving me advice on that. And then he specifically said, oh, hell, I have a lot of extra money. I want to give you some. I have it under my countertops. I want to help you out. You're a single mother. And although at that time, maybe I should have been like, oh, wait a minute, what does he want in return? I needed the money, and he said he was gifting it to me. So I said, well, there's people who do nice things for them all the time. So.
Then he started to get annoying, right?
No, not quite yet.
Did you block him?
Not yet, not at this point.
No. Did you ultimately block him?
Ultimately, yes.
Well, if he was nice and he was just checking in on you, etc. I mean, did you at some time in the conversations that you had with him on the phone tell him that you were physically ill?
And I was, yes.
And did he volunteer to go to the doctor with you?
Yes, he did.
And did you say okay?
No.
And after you told him you were physically ill and refused to let him go to the doctor, or said, no, you don't have to go to the doctor with me, is that when he started to be annoying?
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Did he start to be annoying?
He started to be, to request favors of me,
Like
sexual
what?
favors.
Like he wanted to go out with you.
No, I mean, not really. Like, I mean, yes, he wanted to go out with me, but he was asking for unreasonable, Thanks. And there was another
Can
girl
I see the
involved.
check, please? Can I see the check, please?
It clearly states loan right on the check.
I know you can write that on the check
I
later,
know.
sir. You understand that?
I understand.
don't take that as a.
I know, it's not a contract.
I don't.
understand.
I need the backside of the check
I
where
have
she
the
endorsed it.
printout from the bank here.
That's all I need. Should have taken out the loan.
I agree.
Yeah, Chase doesn't ask you for favors. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. We're finished.
Please excuse, you may step out.
I don't owe him $5,000.
I felt like I was conned.
He clearly asked me to give him money or sex.
You have to accept the fact that people will lie and say things to tug at your heart to get into your pocket.
He said that he wanted to help a single mom who was really nice about it, but in no way did I ever feel like I owed him the money.
I'll stick in my age group.